Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Becca. If you are new here, hey, how you doing? I hope you stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I accomplished this viral hairstyle. I guess it's called knotless boho or goddess box braids, and y'all, the tea is real, okay? Curls, loving it. So if you're interested in knowing how I achieved this hairstyle, make sure you keep watching.
What you're going to need is Expressions 3X Ultra Braiding Hair in 52 inches, and I use the color 4. I also used one bundle of the Samurai Brazilian Bohemian style hair in 14 inches, also in the color 4. You can pick both of these up from your local beauty supply store. To help me part my hair without a mirror, I'm going to use the mirroring hack that I saw on TikTok.
I'm about to do my hair in the living room. This is crazy. Like, if you have not tried mirroring with your cell phone and your TV, let me put you on. First, you're gonna get your phone, right? And I'm gonna walk you through all the steps. But literally, my phone is right here, as you can see. Now I'm gonna turn this around. Hold on, let me position it. So, in the TV. I could literally see myself.
In the right corner of your phone at the top, just swipe down and you should see 2 boxes. Hit it and then it should AirPlay to your TV. So when it came to the front of my hair, I had a really hard time. I just could not get it right.
Honestly, I tried to do it in the mirroring with the TV, but it's so hard, you know, because you're used to seeing your face one way and then the camera's kind of flipped. So I'm going to try and see if it works for the back, because I can't really see the back and I don't have an extra mirror. But for these, I had to go to the restroom.
But when it came to the back of my hair, it was so much easier, and this technique was so helpful, especially if you don't have any mirrors, or at least a lot of mirrors around the house. I also like to pre-part my hair as well as pre-braid it before installing the braiding hair, which helps me save lots of time. I also want to mention that I have 5 rows in the back of my head. Now, I don't have the fancy braiding hair separator. I just use a chair to make it easier for me to grab the hair and install it into my head. I'm also going to be using this lock and twist. I found this out from another YouTuber, and it's actually so much better than using the hair jam. Once again, I'm showing you how the human hair bundle looks. I just took it out the package and it is so soft. I absolutely loved it. It does come on a track, and you're just going to need to take a pair of scissors and cut the pieces off the track, but I didn't do everything at once. I only cut the hair as needed. We're also not going to worry about installing the curly pieces right now. I'll show you how to install that later on in the video and what technique I use to help me make the hair look more uniform. As you can see, I have my phone hooked up to the TV, which is helping me see the back of my head to part and braid as well. Once I have my desired part, I add some lock and twist on my roots just to give my hair a much cleaner look. I also apply it on my hair just to tame the frizz and make it look neat. Once I start braiding my hair about 3 times, that's when I begin to incorporate the braiding hair. Now you're going to add as many pieces as you need depending on the thickness you're going for, as well as the length. For my hair, it was around 4 to 5 pieces. When it comes to fitting in the hair, it's helpful when you have the braided hair hooked around your index finger, and then your opposite finger can grab the braiding hair from underneath and blend it into your hair. If you don't understand it now, don't worry, I show you again in a much closer view. Now that I'm at the front of my hair, it'd be much easier to show you the technique that I've been using. This is also the next day, y'all, because your girl was tired. Once again, I am pre-parting my hair and pre-braiding it just to save me some time. And in the front, I did 4 rows. Once again, I am using the lock and twist on my roots just to make it look more neat and clean. For the curly pieces, I take some of that lock and twist as well and apply it on the roots of it, just to make it easier to feed in. because if you don't, it will be too loose and they will come out way too easily. I'm also sectioning off the pieces that I want to place into my hair. The thinner pieces are going to be feeded in throughout the length of my hair, and the thicker pieces is going to be for the end of my hair. To secure the curly pieces at the end of the braiding hair, you're also going to need nail glue. I use the ASP Pink Instant Nail Glue, which gave me a really strong hold. Just to reiterate, I am adding the lock and twist on my roots, and after braiding my hair about 3 times, I start feeding in the braiding hair. And as you can see, I have it hooked around my index finger. Then I grab the hair with my other index finger from the opposite hand and begin braiding it all together. I use the same technique when it comes to feeding in my hair with the curly pieces as well. If you notice some of the hair is sticking out, that's fine. It's because it's super straight, and you can just cut it off afterwards. I use about 3 to 4 pieces of curly hair in certain parts of my head just to make sure that I'm not putting too many curly pieces. I also only have 1 bundle, so I was trying to make sure I stretch it for the full style. Be sure to clip the hair out of the way so you're not braiding it as well. If you're wondering how to secure the curly pieces at the end, don't worry, I'll show you later on in the video. And when you are feeding in the curly pieces of hair, you want to make sure that you're separating it on the same side and clipping it out the way each time you feed it in. For example, each time I braid in the curly hair, I make sure that it's on the left side of my hair. This is to make sure that the hair looks more uniform. When it came to the front of my hair, I wanted a specific look, and I kept redoing it until I got it right. So when it came to adding the curly piece, I put it too far down on my braid when I wanted it a little bit higher. So of course I had to take that whole braid out and literally incorporate that curly hair after braiding my hair for about 2 times. But I did use the braiding hair first. After it was to my liking, I was like, okay, this works, and then I continued on with the rest of my hair. Now you're probably wondering, how do I secure this hair, girl? Don't worry, I got you as promised. You're going to feed in that thicker part of the curly hair towards the end, but you're not going to clip it out the way or section it off. Neither will you fully braid it. You're going to feed it into your hair and braid it about twice. And then you want to stop there, take a thin piece of the braiding hair and tie 2 knots. Remember that pink nail glue from earlier? Yeah, go ahead and grab that and put a dot of that nail glue on the knot. Now you want to make sure that you don't put too much, and I tell you later on in the video what happened to me because I had to learn the hard way. You also want to make sure that you wait for the nail glue to dry before you cut it. Then you want to cut away that braiding hair from those curly pieces. You don't want to cut too close to the knot because once again you'll learn the hard way and the hair will come out, but you also don't want to leave too much braiding hair around the knot because it looks tacky.
So this is how it came out. As you can see, I put a lot of curls because I wanted that boho feel. But what I would say about this hairstyle, I don't like that if you put too much nail glue, it does leave a white cast, and that's really annoying. So I tried to put a little bit of oil on it, just on the white cast parts. Not sure if it made a difference, but I will let you know if it actually did. I only used 2 packs of hair, and this was what's left in the second pack of hair. I had a whole bundle, and I still have this much hair left. If you're doing this style, you only need 1 bundle, 2 packs of hair, but then again, it depends on how thick you want your hair, how long your hair is. So keep that in mind when purchasing this hair. And here is the finished result. Let me know if you're going to try this hairstyle or at least attempt to, because I know it can be intimidating, but y'all, the end results are so worth it. I absolutely love it. Like, the curls are still curly, as you can see. I did add a little bit of mousse in it and spray some water just to like give the curls a little bit of hold, but you really don't need to. And y'all, it is so lightweight. It was a little stiff in the beginning, but it loosens up, and I don't even have to dip it in hot water. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.